Welcome to another edition of Pikeville Independent Schools Principals Forums. I want to welcome you, and of course, as always, I want to welcome our two principals, Mr. Robert Jones, principal at Pikeville Elementary School, and Mr. Michael Rowe, principal at Pikeville High School. It's hard to believe that the end of another school year is already upon us, and it seems like just the other day that we were getting ready for the first day of school this year. However, there's a tremendous amount of accomplishments this year. We just want to touch briefly on a few of those here at the end of the year, and we also just want to say congratulations to the students, to the staff, and of course the class of 2012, in which Sunday, May 20th at 2 p.m. we'll have a high school graduation that Mr. Rowe will be talking about in just a few moments, and that class has set the bar extremely high for others to follow. So we're so proud of them. We really want to showcase their accomplishments, and again, they've shown great leadership for our underclassmen. That bar is much, much higher now because of their efforts, and we want to say thank you to them and also to the parents. At this time, we want to get right into the show, and we'll begin with the elementary school, sharing some of the events within the closing weeks of school and some of the highlights there. We had a great preschool graduation I'm sure that Mr. Jones will be speaking about, and want to say thank you to Mrs. Loader regarding that, and our first of 3 graduations. So, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, we, as you mentioned, we have practically finished up the majority of our activities as far as after-school type activities for the year. As you mentioned, just finished our preschool graduation, just at our preschool graduation. 18 students received a preschool diploma there, heading into kindergarten. A great group. We're looking forward to that. We also, last week, we finished our annual kindergarten play. We appreciate the high school for working with us on that and giving us the opportunity to schedule the auditorium on that day. We have a couple of things that will be going on this summer that we need to make parents aware of. Actually, on the 15th, May the 15th, we'll be having football sign-ups. Mr. Israel Howard, our Little League director, will be having those at the elementary school in the evenings, beginning at 6 p.m. For any student who will be in grades 2 through 6 next school year. That's the 2012-2013 school year. We are aware that tonight is the junior high graduation. The 15th is the junior high graduation. So any parent may call the school, ask to speak to Mr. Howard, ask to speak to myself or someone in the office in the next little bit, next month or so, anytime this summer, and we can get them the information that they need to sign up for football. So again, the 15th is the actual sign-up night, but we understand there's other plans, so anyone can call the school and we can give them the information that they need. We're still looking for several packets that have been signed out at our school from folks who are in our city limits. If you have one of those packets and you plan on enrolling your child, please bring it back as soon as possible so we can plan for the next school year. Again, our summer hours, there will be someone there practically every day this summer during the normal business hours. So just give us a call there at school and we can try to make sure that you get the information that you need. Of course, I'll mention the last day of school is Wednesday the 16th. The elementary school will dismiss at 11:50 a.m. So that's Wednesday the 16th. We'll dismiss at 11:50 a.m. I have a significant list of camps. Miss Dawn Rowe, I know we thought it would be a good idea to try to get a list of some camps going on this summer for parents, and Miss Dawn Rowe did a good job of getting that information collected and putting it on a spreadsheet. I know Mr. Rowe sent it out in his stakeholder email, and I did as well. But I have about 41 different summer camps, summer activities going on during the summer months on my email. I'll send it out again. If anyone needs any information, would like to ask a question about a specific camp, all the different basketball camps, the YMCA camps we have on there. We have our summer feeding program, which will be June the 4th through June the 22nd at the elementary school. Any student 19 years and younger can eat free at the elementary school between the hours of 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. So again, beginning on June the 4th and going through June the 22nd, a summer feeding program. Also, a camp invention will be going on June the 4th through June the 8th. The price of that is $200 through May, the end of May, and then after May, beginning in the 1st of June, it's $215. Any information needed about Camp Invention, please call the elementary school, ask to speak to Miss Tracy Tackett. And again, there's several different camps. If anyone would like information, please call the school and we can get you that information. I want to mention one other thing. We have one employee who is retiring this year, Miss Teresa Venters. Spent a significant number of years at Pikeville Elementary School in various grade levels. Was a 4th grade teacher. Had worked in various places throughout our building. She spent the last several years as a reading recovery teacher. Miss Venters, this will be her last year. She's retiring, and we want to wish her well and say thank you for all you've done, Miss Venters, for our school. Also, I think the district losing a significant employee in Miss Sissy Leatherman, a former Pikeville Elementary School teacher. I know Mr. Rowe will agree with me when I say, her absence will be sorely missed in our district, and we want to wish Mrs. Leatherman the best as well. That's all I have. Of course, any questions any parent may have, you please call us at school, ask. We'll make sure that we answer your questions for you. That's all I have right now.
Thank you. And just to follow up on that again, not just the kindergarten packets, but any packets. If you're new to the community and you plan on enrolling your son or daughter at either Pikeville Elementary School or Pikeville High School, please go to each of the schools. We'll get you the information, the enrollment packets. We'll contact your son or daughter's previous school to try to get the information. It helps us so much concerning student placement. Again, a huge focus of this district is keeping the student-teacher ratio low. We attribute a great deal of success to that, having a low student-teacher ratio, and that helps us plan much, much better for those numbers coming up. Also, with facilities and space issues, that helps the planning process tremendously, and it just helps students in the end. So we can get them, whether it's a junior high in the high schools, into a schedule or into a home room, and with a regular classroom teacher in the primary grades, and of course grades 4 through 6 at the elementary school. It's departmentalized, and they'll be changing classes. So it really helps out as far as scheduling, and the bottom line is what's best for your son or daughter, and really helps us address their needs. So if you're planning on enrolling your son or daughter in Pikeville Independent Schools, please get that information in as soon as possible. Or if you would like a tour of either school, please contact the principal's office at either school, and I'm sure they'd be happy to showcase not only the school but also the achievements of the students and staff there. So without further ado, Mr. Rowe, I know you have a lengthy list to go through.
Busy times at the high school, both academically and athletically. And if I leave anything out, I apologize. There is a lot going on. We have end-of-course assessment we just completed, AP exams, and final exams. So kudos to our kids for the hard work. We had 302 AP exams we're taking at the end of this school year. We've got 2 left, 2 of those sessions left. Our students have been working hard, and again, I want to thank Mr. Green and the board for paying well over $20,000 to pay for these exams. It's no cost to the students, so kudos to you all for doing that for us. I want to start off by saying kudos to our school secretaries. We had Secretary Day in the last couple of weeks. Mr. Thomas and I had a chance to actually cover for them as they went out for lunch. And I can say, wow, they are the glue that holds our school together, and I respect their job tremendously. They multitask daily. So I want to say kudos to Lisa Asbury, Terry Carter, Sharella Hall, and Kathy Shirtliff for everything they do. Like I said, we respect what they do, and they do a great job for us. I want to say kudos to Coach Walls and her softball team. If you haven't heard, they made it to the state semifinals of the All-A state tournament. They were in Owensboro. They represented our school and finally, and we will be continuing, hopefully with success, and hopefully we'll bring home a regular 15th Region Championship, and we'll know that in the next upcoming weeks. Kudos to Coach Justice and our junior high baseball team. They have won the county championship and have advanced to the Final Four of the middle school state tournament. They'll be playing Saturday, May 19th at 5 o'clock in Columbia at Lindsey Wilson College. So we invite our stakeholders to come and cheer on our junior high baseball team. Kudos to Coach Hughes and the junior high softball team. They also won the county championship, the first ever county championship. So we're very excited for our softball program. Kudos to Frankie Dahlhair for her selection as a member of the Kentucky Governor's School for the Arts. Frankie's going to be studying drama. She was very excited when she found this out, and we're very excited that she's going to be able to participate in this. Kudos to Marcus Howson and Devin Porter for advancing to the KHSAA Boys Doubles Tennis State Tournament. Also, kudos to Jessica Branham and Fallon Smith for advancing to the KHSAA Girls Doubles Tennis State Tournament. And kudos to Coach Houston for all the years he's put in with our tennis program, and it's great to see that we've got 2 sets of doubles going down to compete for hopefully bring back a state championship. A very special award is going to be presented at our graduation, and that's going to be for Christopher Blackburn and Marcus Houston. We have 2 students who have not missed a grade from kindergarten through 12th grade, which is an outstanding accomplishment. So we're very excited for the gifts they will receive during graduation, and it just shows that it can be done. So we encourage parents to have our students in attendance, and the more they attend, of course, we know their grades will be better for that. Also, kudos to Mary Hillwig. She earned a National Merit Scholarship. That's an outstanding accomplishment. We're very excited for her. And she also was named the WSAZ News Channel 3 Best of the Class for the year 2012. So 2 great accomplishments for Mary Hillwig. Kudos to Jessica Asbury, Brenton Belcher, and Ashley Fleming for winning the $2,000 Big Sandy LP 2012 College Scholarship. We're very excited for them. Kudos to Heather Maynard for signing to play softball at UPike. And kudos to Gavin Miller for signing to play baseball at Berea. This is just showing our students are not only getting academic scholarships, they're also getting athletic scholarships. We're very excited for them and their parents. Kudos to Ms. Prater and the FBLA members who placed at the state FBLA competition. I'll just give you a list of the first place winners, and the stakeholder email it also will show the second and third place winners. Caitlin Puckett, Abigail Stafford, Keely Williams, and Samantha Harris for American Enterprise Project. Rachel Hazlett, Evan Justice, and Anna Cisco for Business Plan. Turner Altman, Carew Bartley, and Sam Prater for Emerging Business Issues. Wendy Smith, Micah Heffington, and Caitlin Coleman for Marketing. And Caitlin Good for the Most Talented. Our FBLA program is extremely strong, and we got to thank Ms. Prater for everything she's doing, and we're very proud of our students. 2 dates to keep in mind for the high school. Junior high graduation is Tuesday, May 15th. That is at 7 p.m. in Alumni Auditorium. Doors will open at 6. We encourage you to get there early because crowds line up pretty early for our graduations. And the high school graduation is set for Sunday, May 20th, 2012 at 2 p.m. Again in Alumni Auditorium. Doors will open at 1. Please get there early. We look forward to you all being a part of our graduation and showing our students a warm applause for everything they've done to get to the point where they're at in their lives. So we invite you to come out there.
Thank you. Just to follow up on the accomplishment of Chris Blackburn and Marcus Houston. Again, it's somewhat unique, not missing a single day of instruction or a single school day, kindergarten through the 12th grade, or for 13 years. It's also much more difficult within our district, and the reason I say that, we were blessed this past year to not miss a single day of instruction. So over the 13 years, when maybe other districts may have missed more for snow or inclement weather, then typically Pikeville Independent Schools continues to go to school, and these young men were there day in and day out. So just want to say congratulations to these 2 young men and of course we'll be recognizing them at the high school graduation. I know also you have some faces leaving the high school that you'd probably like to say thank you to for their years of service.
Yes, we have Mr. Dan Housen. He's retiring. We're going to miss everything he's done for our drama, for our music, and just how he touches the lives of our kids. So he's going to be moving on, and we wish him the best of luck. We've got Miss Stone, who also is retiring. She's put in, I think she said, over 35 years with our district, which is outstanding. She is going to remain as our cheerleading coach, so we're still excited about that. But she's going to be moving on into the happy years of retirement. Then we have Miss Wheeler, who's also retiring. She's going to be relocating to Louisiana with her daughter and her husband, and we wish all three of them the best of luck. They've been integral parts of Pikeville Junior High and Pikeville High School, and we know we'll never be able to replace them, but they have mentored many of a great teacher in our building, and their thoughts and their imprint will last forever.
Thank you. Something also we want to touch on is this year we have 5 openings currently available within Pikeville Independent Schools concerning certified teaching positions, 2 junior high teaching positions, mathematics and language arts, and also at the high school level, language arts and mathematics, and also band director, of course. So we have 5 positions, and it's unusual or unique for districts to actually be hiring or have vacancies. So we anticipate a lot of great applications for each of those positions, and again, we want to get the best teacher possible to serve the students of this community. So we look forward to having great applications for that. If any of you are aware of teachers or certified teachers that are just upstanding, we would like to have some of those outstanding applicants and an opportunity to interview those possible future staff members to serve within this district.
Yes, our goal, as always, when a certified position comes open or classified, is we're going to hire the best candidate possible. We owe that to our kids, and we owe that to our stakeholders. So if you know anybody that wants to apply, please encourage them to do so. And you have our word, we're going to hire the best applicant out there.
Also, they mentioned Mrs. Carolyn Leatherman, our technology director, our instructional supervisor, or DAC. Be remiss if we didn't point out what a valued asset and true treasure she is to this school district and has been over the past few years. Mrs. Leatherman's a special talent and an expert in a lot of areas, so she's truly going to be missed, and of course we wish her the best and hope to have her back in the capacity of a technology director or CIO for our technology department. And of course, we'd be thrilled to have her back in any capacity. She's that phenomenal. So want to say thank you, a well-deserved thank you to Mrs. Leatherman, and our greatest appreciation to you on behalf of this school district and the number of lives you've touched. So thank you, Mrs. Leatherman. Earlier, the principals touched on those camps. Something we need to highlight or mention to you, where we didn't miss a single day of school this year, we're getting out earlier. And of course, other school districts are getting out earlier also because we didn't have a great deal of inclement weather this past year. So we imagine that there will be much, much greater participation in these camps because, quite honestly, summer is going to be much, much longer for most school systems and school districts than in past years. For us, about a week or so concerning the difference as to when we usually get out. But something that we want to press upon you is students tend, and we can show you the research, where they will lose information and during the summer, and we don't want to be in that situation of playing catch up. So we would encourage your son or daughter to participate not only in these athletic camps, but also academic camps, whether it be with the University of Pikeville or whether it be camps housed here. And I know we have several students participating in the Duke program, also at Western Kentucky University in the Gifted program. And we just want to make sure that our parents and stakeholders take advantage of those opportunities. And I'm sure that both principals will be following up, whether it's on the e-planner or whether Mr. Jones sends out, and again, you heard it sounds like an incredible amount, but 41 camps during the summer. So we want to try to get that information out to each of our stakeholders. And the last thing we want to hear come out of a student's mouth during the summertime is that they're bored. There's so much going on and so many opportunities available. They shouldn't be saying that they're bored during the summer. So we want to make sure we provide those opportunities. Mr. Jones, any follow-ups that you'd
I just
like
want
to
to
mention?
clarify on the summer feeding program just to make sure, because that's pretty important. At our school this summer, I don't know if I made myself clear enough earlier, but beginning on June the 4th and running through June the 22nd, during the weekdays, from 11:30 to 1, any student, any person 19 years and younger, any student 19 years and younger can come in and have a free lunch every day. I just wanted to make sure that I made everyone aware of that. I'm not sure I was really clear on that earlier, but any questions, please call Miss Carolyn Smith, or you can call us at the elementary school.
Okay.
About that.
Mr. Rowe?
Just want to remind our stakeholders that we will be hosting the district and regionals in both softball and baseball. So I'll be sending those dates and times out in the stakeholder email. We invite you to come out and support our teams, and hopefully we can bring championships home and go out to state in both those sports. But come out and support us, and we look forward to seeing you.
We wish the senior class of 2012 our best, and we want to say thank you again to those students and to those parents. Can't tell you how proud that you have made our administration, our school district, our Board of Education is thrilled with your accomplishment. Sunday, May the 20th at 2 o'clock, we'll be officially sending you off to colleges or universities of your choice. And again, 100% of you are attending a college or university and have been admitted. And again, we cannot find across the Commonwealth of Kentucky where that has occurred at another high school. So it's a very, very special way of saying goodbye. It's a very special way of saying this is a recognition point for the past 13 years of hard work on your part. And again, we can't salute you or say congratulations and thank you enough. Again, to those parents and students, we wish you the best.